The hotel receipt fell from the folder like a knife. It had my name, my card, and 2 breakfasts at the same hour. I put it in my uniform pocket before going up to the room where he was waiting for me. I had booked that room to surprise him for our anniversary, but the ink said something else. Rate for 2, parking until dawn, night shift signature, and a handwriting I had known since childhood. It started that morning at work. I'm an assistant manager at the same hotel where we sometimes get employee discounts. I asked for a copy of my last day to close a report, and the system also printed a receipt linked to my booking. My supervisor asked about a registered companion. I kept my face still and my hand tight around the paper. In the hallway, I saw my sister with a small suitcase. She came to pitch her industrial laundry company, thanks to my recommendation. In the afternoon, he wrote that his meeting had run long. I thought about the room keys, the champagne, and the monogrammed towels I'd prepared. I crossed the avenue in the rain and took the service stairs to avoid attention. The bed was made and the table had 2 wet glasses. In the bin, there was a gym wristband with the day's date. That wristband is given to corporate plan visitors, the same plan my sister used to access purchasing. I went to the camera room with the security chief's authorization. At 10:18 p.m., he entered through the side door in a gray hoodie. At 10:25, my sister appeared wearing the blue blazer I had lent her. Her hair was tied back and she pushed her suitcase. She stopped at my door, held up the card, and the green light turned on. I went up again and counted the towels. 1 large towel was missing. The minibar showed 2 juices and a sparkling water. The receipt showed double breakfast at 8 a.m. He had sworn he could not see me that night because of work. My sister had promised her proposal would not affect my ditties. At 7:50, I sat in the lobby with the paper folded. At 8:03, he came down drowsy and left through the revolving door. At 8:07, she crossed the same lobby with the blazer damp at the cuffs. I filed the receipt with my badges. I canceled a bid for conflict of interest and entered it in the system. I emailed HR about improper use of the employee discount. I went up to collect the bouquet of the champagne I had paid for. I left the key at the front desk and asked for the invoice. The manager opened an investigation and the supervisor logged every minute. That night, I packed a small bag. I went to my mother's house with bank statements and hotel copies. I gave my sister the blazer that still smelled like perfume. I left the apartment keys in his mailbox with a copy of the receipt. I walked to the bus stop. The bus arrived and I sat by the window. The hotel faded behind me like a building without lights. In my pocket, the paper said I had booked for 2. Now I was going alone, with a clear road and clean work. Tomorrow, I would submit the full report, sign my resignation, and start sleeping without alarms. My hotel gave me the receipt, and the receipt gave me the exit.